Kill it before it kills you.
7 things that which we learned before we turned 30. Episode 2.
Dealing with the assassin. Fear. You either take it out or it takes you out. Right? With fear, it is kill or be killed. You either kill it or it kills you. One way or the other,
somebody will die.
Somebody is dying. Somebody is dying. You know, I wish someone prepared me on how to deal with fear. Now, in my 30s, most of what I was afraid of never happened.
So true. You know, one of the things we grew in our 30s was the ministry. And when the ministry started, it's totally brand new territory for us. And one of Eddie's greatest fears, okay, if it is business, I know how 1 + 1 = 2 in the world of business.
Yeah.
If it's career, I get it. But this is ministry, brand new, tough. It's only what God does. We don't know what to do. And one of the interesting things at that time, because our church is not part of a big denomination or brand. So as at that time, as we started something, I remember a very particular story. On a Sunday morning, a church, just a handful number of people. And a family came in, you get excited when somebody comes through the door. And this family came in and they sat down. And then they asked the usher, "Are you part of this brand?" And then the usher said, "Oh, no, we're not." And then they stood up, halfway through the sermon, packed themselves and walked out. And you could hear their footsteps. I go, oh my goodness, what happened?
Yeah. And if that happens once, you think, okay, well, yeah, just one family. But can you imagine that happening every single week, week in, week out, sometimes 2 families? At some point, the devil tried to whisper into my head that, look, if you are not part of a big brand, your ministry won't grow.
Never gonna grow.
And this went on for 4 years. 4 years.
Of fighting fear.
Yeah. And you know what? At some point, I had to talk to myself. And so that's why I said that you've got to deal with fear. You've got to confront fear, eyeball to eyeball. And the way I did that was I sat myself down, looked at the mirror and told myself, Eddie, this ministry will grow. And you don't have to be part of any big brand. God is the one that called you.
Yeah.
God is the one that established his church, and his church of God will grow irrespective of any brand. And I started highlighting names of ministries that were not part of any denomination that still grew. And that was the day I got delivered.
Amen.
The assassin left me alone.
Amen.
I took him out. Boom.